Ability to turn a proposal in Realhub into a signed agreement. Welcome to another Realhub demo. My name's Frank. Just before you ask, because I know you're thinking about it, this is my moustache. It's here all year. It's not just an isolation thing. Just want to get that out of the way. Let's begin. So what we're going to talk about today is our agreements. The ability to turn a proposal in Realhub into a signed agreement. So essentially you're going to be able to take the sales agreement, send it away digitally to a vendor from the comfort of their home or wherever they might be. They can open up on their phone, open up on their computer, their tablet. They can review the agreement, make amendments or notes where required, and finally they have the ability to sign. And of course this can go to multiple parties if there happens to be some kind of situation where there's multiple vendors and they're not all together. Now it's a really simple tool we've added into Realhub. We believe it's the logical next stage between the pre-marketing through to the signing and then on to the campaign management. So it's going to be a nice short and sweet one today. We've tried to keep it as simple as possible and I'll walk you through right now. So at the moment you're looking at the all new Realhub dashboard, giving you a little bit of a teaser. Perhaps you're viewing this later and now it's old news. Either way, let's dive in. On the left-hand side, we have a button called Tools. What I want to do is I want to show you, we're going to do this from a proposal. Now we can do it straight into an agreement, but I just want to show you in case you've finished building your proposal and you want to turn that into an agreement. Quite simply, on the right-hand side, you have a cog. I want you to click on that and I want you to hit Create Agreement. Now, the next stage, it's going to ask you to choose your template. Essentially how this is going to work is if you have multiple templates, you might have an auction and a for sale private treaty style, you can have and choose the different templates. So I say use template. We now need to add in who will be signing for this document. So as I mentioned, you may have multiple vendors or perhaps you just have one, your vendor and yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the first signer. So here I'll put Tina Venderson, pop in the details. And I'll create that contact. And of course, remembering we need to add in a legal name. Now, we have two options in these troubling times. The reality is you're probably not going to be signing in person. You're more likely to be signing remotely, the ability to send it out. I'm going to show you in person today because I want you to see what the workflow is going to look like. Essentially, it's very much the same. What will happen is the vendor will receive an email. The email will give them the contract and they have the ability to sign, and then you will be notified by email that it is ready to go. So let's go and build agreement. Next up is we have the button that says pre-fill agreement. When I do this, it's going to bring up in my document, which is going to allow me to type and fill in. Now, it will pull through as much information as possible to try and eliminate the need to type out everything. You'll notice a few things are filled out, and of course, some aren't. Now, I don't want to bore you with the details of filling in each bit because as you know, an agreement's very much the same. You've got a box, you've got information, you're going to fill it in. The key important parts is you'll see there are certain fields. They're going to be tick boxes of certain inclusions that you want to show. Anything that you populate here is going to pull through the agreement. And once we have completed it, the idea is now we can generate, and what's going to happen is it's going to take all of your information and it's going to put it onto this agreement ready for signing. Now, we've partnered with DocuSign for this. The way the pricing for Realhub works is we have an enterprise level of DocuSign, so you're not required to have any kind of subscription with them. The reason we've partnered with DocuSign is really important. Essentially, they've been around the signing game for a very, very long time. They have the ability to, if something goes wrong with an agreement in terms of someone says that the digital agreement isn't lawful, they are willing to, back you in that. And it's something that rather than trying to do ourselves, we want to partner with the best and for you just provide you the perfect workflow, the perfect user interface, but then let them do the grunt of what happens behind that signing. Because something that's really important that people may not know is that it's not really just about having an image of a signature on a PDF. That doesn't really help and wouldn't stand up legally in court. What you need to do is actually encrypt the PDF and have timestamps and certain encryption to show that if something went wrong and we needed to check up, okay, was this legally binding? All that encryption is really important. And let's begin. So now I'll hit send agreement. And of course, if I was doing it not in person, this would then get sent to the email. Because I chose in person, what you're going to notice on my screen is I can then say continue to signing. And as mentioned, this will pop open DocuSign, and it's going to allow me to put my signatures in where required. Waiting. Fantastic. We hit I agree. Noticing that all the fields here have been filled in from my previous screen. I simply hit start. It's going to take me straight to where I need to sign. I have the ability to drop in my signature. I can draw it if I want, but probably don't need to. I hit adopt and sign. Takes me to my next one, and I'm finished for this particular one. I hit finish, and now this is going to take me back to Realhub, and the agent was set as remote signer, so it sent the agent an email to allow them to do this. Because remember, the way we're doing this is an agent may do it for themselves, or alternatively you have a marketing person or a personal assistant who's doing this for you, so you want to send the agent and they're on the go. And very simply, that's it. Once done, it's going to show you that it's signed. You then have the ability to download the agreement. Of course, this is just going to show that it's a draft agreement because not both signers are done, but here you'll see on my screen everything is filled in and done. So that's how simple it is, guys. At the moment, this is something that we're going to continually add on. As always, we're using our customers' feedback. If you want to be one of the first pilot officers to give this a go, please let us know. We'd love to work with you. We'd love to get this set up in your business. And as always, thank you so much for your time, and I'm looking forward to the next one.